Hi everyone, thanks for coming back for another video. I'm going to film my September haul for you and I can't wait because I can't wait to put these away and play with them and make some looks with them. I'm also going to throw in some empties for you, so let's get started. So it's September and it's still hot up here. It's September 28th, so it's the end of September. And I'm not complaining because I like the heat, but it's still hot up in my filming studio. I'll put up with it. That's fine. So when I rewatched last month's haul video, I said, wow, I think I'm gonna have to do a no buy September. Spoiler alert, I did not do a no buy September. Let me show you the two hair care products I got. I used to not show these, but I think it's kind of interesting a little bit. I usually just obviously pull my hair back, but then I do spray it down to keep like the fuzzies down, especially if it's a humid day. So I've been seeking, you know, cruelty-free hair care as well as skincare and makeup, and I liked a I'll show you because it's an empty actually. I finished up my Herbal Essences spray gel. I'd never tried spray gel before, but I don't really need like mousse or like a regular gel. I just need something to make it a little crunchy to keep the wispies down. So I really enjoyed this a lot, but I couldn't find it exactly. So instead I got a Garnier spray gel. Everything's gonna be below. It's got a pleasant smell. I think it's like a, let's find out. I don't know, it's like a clean, you know, I'm bad with smells. It says coconut water, but I can't smell coconut with it. I think it's just like, I don't know, hair gel, whatever that smells like, but it's working fine. I think it might be even a little stronger than the empty. And then I have a regular hairspray that's kind of running out. Honestly, I just use it for the same thing, but sometimes it's nice to have one or the other. So I bought a Tresemme hairspray, like a traditional hairspray with like super hold. It also says freeze hold, lock in moisture, lock out frizz, and my hair's, everything kind of has been drier since the humidity's gone down in September. So yeah, and this is PETA approved. There's a couple different sources for cruelty-free. Cruelty-free kitty, ethical elephant, I think, and PETA. PETA's a little bit different, but I'm looking for cruelty-free, so there we go. I also got a tubing mascara. This may have changed my life. The first one I'm trying is an e.l.f. Lash Xtndr Mascara. I'd never tried a tubing formula before. These are like $5. I think I was worried about running low on my mascara, or I know I had wanted to try a non-waterproof one. But rather than buying the one I regularly use, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist one, I wanted to try something new, and I've always wanted to try a tubing mascara because I was fascinated by the way they were supposed to come off. I can't stop wearing it just to take it off at the end of the day. For some reason, this is so freaking satisfying to take off. You can cry it off. It's not a waterproof mascara. I found that out yesterday. But if you just kind of muss it up with some warm water, you can pull, I mean, you probably know this already, but you can pull it off. And it's formed, even without brushing it from the top, it forms little tubes around your lashes individually. And then you just work them off, straight off, and then you see them on your fingers and you go, ooh, look. And then you rinse them away, and then you look for more. And then you look for more, and then you look for more, and then you get really sad because you've gotten them all, and you want to put more on, but it's probably not great to keep pulling at your lashes every day. Like, I try to be gentle with it, but it's so satisfying. I'm wearing my CoverGirl Exhibitionist today. My makeup's a little bit of a mess today. I know I always say that, and then I look at my editing and I'm like, it's not that bad. But I just filmed like 40 minutes of me struggling to get this, so I'm just going with it. The Exhibitionist one definitely gets more length and it holds the curl better. I've been trying to very, very gently curl my lashes after this dries. To get more hold. It's Also a dangerous thing in pulling your lashes out, because if it sticks to the curler and you pull it too quick, you can pull your lashes out. And you're literally like working over your lashes when you're trying to get this off. But it's kind of changed the mascara game, because it doesn't smudge, it just comes off in these little spidery tubes, and it's just as amazing as other people are saying on their channels as well. Everything else I bought is lip related. One of my previous videos I said I had, I think it was my declutter live, I said I had 270 lipsticks. That was actually a little over, sorry, I'm like looking at the list right now. It was a little over inflated because I didn't realize there were some lines hidden that I couldn't see that were being counted still. But right now I've entered the new ones and I have 258. And I'm planning on getting more. And one of them is technically 10 lipsticks in one, so maybe I kind of do have 270 about if I really wanted to, you know, think about it. 4 of those are lip liner, and one of them I just got. Milani had a sale. I'm in love with their Color Fetish lipsticks. The last 2 I got were Tease and Sensual. A brownie nude and a dark brown. I love this line too. I've been eyeing Milani since falling in love with that line, and they had it was like a 40% off sale. And so I bought a lip liner. It's like $3 or something on sale. It's going to be hard to show. It's Color Statement lip liner in all natural. I needed like a nude or pinky nude or purpley mauve lip liner. It's a pencil. I'm not real impressed because it's kind of like dry, but I haven't like sharpened it and then tried to apply it. I'm new to lip liner. I need lip liner. I've used lip liner, but I have not had a ton of practice with it. So I wanted to start, and this one has been recommended. So it's probably just a learning curve for me, but I got my first actual lip liner. I had others given to me, or I use certain eyeliners as lip liners pretty frequently. I know not to like transfer them back and forth without like cleaning or sharpening or whatever. I'm gonna go back a step and show you my empties first, because lipsticks are the main event. I showed you the hair gel. The lipsticks that I decluttered are finally completely gone. I gave a couple away. I threw out that Huda Beauty one that I was like, but what if I need it? Because I got a whole bunch of other lipsticks that will cover that. The orange one I decided to keep. I was decluttering so that I could make room for the Milani ones that I knew were coming in. But then I got some new organizers and was able to move like some sets of them around. So I did make room in that little box. This is all in reference to my declutter of my lipsticks. Sorry, these are the next 2 products, a preview. I thought there was more in my empties pile, but it's because I finally out-processed or held on to that one. But I out-processed most of those lipsticks. Some of them were bad, so they went right in the trash. Another thing I tried, which was from my haul in August, was an e.l.f. brush cleaner wipe sample. Useless. Not useless. I did try it to clean a brush. It did work. But why would you pull out a wipe to clean your brushes? Just run them under the faucet, or like use one of those switchy like color things. I don't really see the point in buying wipes just to clean your brushes, unless you're like going out to the desert or something maybe. I don't know. So I used that up, tried it. I'm not going to purchase that. The other thing that kind of surprised me, this was part of a haul. It's the Glossier Balm.com. This is specifically rosebalm.com. I'm trying to get it to show up for you. I've heard a lot of great things about these, and I believe there's other flavors as well. Because it can be used as a lip balm or a skin cream, or I think it literally says like anywhere that needs some love. Okay. One of the channels I watch a lot, this was the Lipstick Gal. She loves lipstick, and she reviews a lot of high-end stuff, which I don't have as much experience with. So I was kind of trying to like get familiar with brands and products and, you know, quality and stuff. So she raves about these. I had been putting it on my hands and it did do pretty well. It is very rose scented, but she had a lot of different scents and like swears by them. So I caught on to her enthusiasm, and I only have this one, but I decided to try it as a lip balm like one night before bed. It didn't go so well. I have no idea what about it triggered me, but I almost had a flashback. And it wasn't like a visual flashback, it was like the panic and like emotion of an extreme scary situation. No idea why this triggered it. When I'd used it on my hands, I've smelled it before, but I had to like wipe it off and like get myself grounded, because something about it just sent me somewhere else very bad. I still don't know why or what it was. Rose scent has never done that to me before. So I don't know. I don't talk about specific triggers on here, but this isn't a specific trigger. This was just like, for some reason, this sent me off into a very bad place. And what a bummer, because it was doing a pretty good job of like moisturizing, but at this point, with how strong that like internal terror was, like, I'm not even gonna get another flavor. I mean, it's a higher end balm, and I can just get chapstick, and I have a lot of lipsticks that are very creamy and moisturizing, but I have to throw it away. I have to throw it away. That was really weird. I can't say that's ever happened before for a lipstick item or like a makeup item in general, because I didn't really start getting into makeup until I was 39. So something about the smell or the texture or like having it right under my nose, something just, that was really scary. Okay, and then one I just used, sorry, I don't mean to have like an abrupt segue, but the last empty that I just used up today, I tried the Tarte Face tape. Now I tried a sample of their Shape tape as well, and that's actually what I was recording, and I loved Shape tape, but I didn't love my makeup. Face tape, didn't like it at all. Now these are very minimal amounts of product, and I just had to kind of wipe them off of the flap, and it wasn't enough to do my whole face. I tried 2 different colors. The light medium beige was okay. It was a little orange for my shade. The fair light neutral was a little light, but either one would work. So I tried to just kind of use both. What do you call this? Both flaps? Both? I don't know. But I could see every pore. I mean, it wasn't spreading well. I started with a brush. I ended up with a sponge that I made really, wet. So not wet, dripping, but I don't want to say the M word. It was very moist. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Neither one really spread it out. And I'm sure this is very expensive. Again, this is the Face Tape Foundation, not the Shape Tape Concealer, which I loved. Face Tape Foundation was a fail for me. Now, granted, was this the best representation of the product? Probably not, but I'm not really interested in trying it again. It didn't wow me at all. So those are the empties. Let's finally move on to lip products, and I can finally tell you what I've been holding on to. First, there's really 2 sets of things lip related here. First, I found an Ardell lip palette. I didn't know they made these. I know Ardell has some other stuff, but I'd never actually seen other Ardell stuff. So, and there was one of these that was broken and open already, so even though mine was sealed, I got to look at it in another product that was exactly the same thing. And I thought I'd try it. I've never had a lip palette before. It looks beautiful. Really cool. There's 10 shades in here. I've always had a lipstick or doe foot or something, so I've never had like a dip-in palette where you use a brush. I very rarely ever applied lipstick with a brush. Finger sometimes, but they're not great. I had high hopes because it was Ardell, but they're not great. First of all, they smell like clay or waxy clay. They don't smell good at all. And when you're it's not actually that strong, I just got like a really strong whiff of it, but when you're putting something on your mouth, you're gonna be smelling it probably for longer than anything else. I swatched all of them with my fingers on my hand. They were staining my fingertips. Maybe it's kind of meant as a stain, and that would kind of be good. I haven't really found a stain, like a true stain that stayed on my lips. This lavender one is very pretty, but it wasn't really coming up too pigmented. Some of these are very pigmented, but I don't know, they just smell really bad and like don't come off of your finger. They kind of feel like the Carla's Secret blush dupe of the Makeup Forever palette, but with them staining like this. I did tap some to the cheeks and they do blend out, but I'm just kind of not sure what to do with this. Since I'd never had a lip palette, I asked online if that's what they normally smelled like. Like, I didn't know. And some people were like, well, they could, but they might not. Others said Ardell lip products don't last very long, so they could be going bad already. And it was like a secondhand, not like a thrift store, but it was like it's like a overflow secondhand kind of store. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know if I can return it opened. If I said it went bad, maybe I could, but I'm also kind of tempted to just like play with it some. Because when I did brush it on my lip, I didn't smell it as much. Maybe I just got used to it, but it's a Pro Lipstick palette, bold. I don't know if there's other versions of this. I don't imagine they're making it anymore, but very interesting. Haven't quite decided what to do with it yet. If you have any insight on this, let me know. Are they supposed to smell like plasticky, crappy clay, or like what? Okay. It is time for the main event. I had so much fun researching the Milani lipstick lines, getting some on sale, picking out what I wanted, finding swatch videos for everything, carefully crafting what I wanted, getting the price down just low enough so that I could afford it this month. Milani has way more than just these grenade fetish matte lipsticks. They have a whole bunch of different lines. Obviously they'll have a liquid version of something. I haven't tried Milani liquid lipsticks yet. Let me not get addicted to something else yet, please. I'm a little late to the game with the Milani lipsticks, even just the fetish matte line, but I loved them. And I couldn't find much from other lines of their lipsticks on Amazon, which is where I usually shop. But I went to a drugstore that wasn't my usual drugstore, and they had Milani lipsticks I didn't know existed. And when I researched them, I realized it was a couple older lines that had clearly done very well. So they have a color statement line, a color statement matte line, and a bold color statement matte line, plus other stuff. I got one of the bold lipsticks a while ago, called I Am Victorious. It's a beautiful purple dark plum. Didn't smell great. No, another one that kind of smells like dirt. So I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna even bother with the rest of these. Then I got a Milani matte, the color statement matte lipstick in the haul last month, Matte Innocence, and it was a little too light for me. It's a very pale pinky nude. So when I saw them at the drugstore, I noticed it was both this matte line and the just regular color statement line. I had seen them around on the internet, but couldn't see them regularly available on Amazon. But if they're in the drugstore, they've got to be coming from somewhere, right? So I went to the Milani site and there were all these lipsticks that I didn't think they made anymore, including a bright orange one and like some purpley ones. It opened a whole new world for me. So I got 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 more Milani lipsticks this month, plus a gloss. 10? Is that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, sure is. So I have 12 Milani lipsticks that are not the fetish mattes, and I think I have 7 fetish mattes and a gloss now and a lip liner. And I'm gonna be honest, I want more of them. I have researched this line, all 3 lines that I just mentioned, constantly this month, and I finally made a selection. The first 2 I got at that first drugstore. I had like a coupon for $4, and actually, did I get 2? I don't know. They were $7 each. I got them anyway. So the very first 2 I got were from the Color Statement line, and they were called Pretty Natural and Honey Rose. I have filmed a video at this point where I swatch all of the Milani lipsticks, including the bold one that I already had, and even the gloss, so the gloss doesn't have much pigment, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I've really been getting better at picking up subtleties in color, so undertones, but also like what tones it brings out in my skin. It's different on my arm and my lip, but like brownie, pinky, peachy, it's just been really interesting to me to have very similar colors in addition to the bright pops of color that I've always loved, and I have, you know, tons of different colors. But I've just been interested in these nudes and pinks and stuff like a lot more recently. I don't even know how that started, but the Pretty Natural one is not actually a natural lip color. It's kind of a medium bright pink. I'm gonna have that swatch video. I don't know which one I'm gonna have up, probably this one, but we'll see. I'll link to it if I have it. Honey Rose is a little bit warmer, and it's a little bit darker. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I didn't hate it enough to want to like take it back or anything. I think I got these, I got these at a CVS. So CVS takes opened makeup as returns, and so does Rite Aid, by the way. I went to a Rite Aid near me because I realized I could turn in some credits directly to my bank instead of just through Amazon. So I did that, and I got another one called, I'm going to call it OrangeGina instead of OrangeGina because that just makes me feel weird. This is a bright orange. I mean, you can tell from the bottom, it's a bright orange, but I love that, you know? But none of those I could kind of, like, I was so interested in them that I wanted to like wear them all the time, even when I didn't have makeup on, but I couldn't really get away with any of those 3 colors. So I was interested in getting more, and that's when I really dug into it, and I really figured out every single one that's in those lines. I watched swatch video after swatch video, and let me show you what I finally decided on. First, from the actual Color Statement line, I got, the lightest one I got was Nude Creme, which is a very light pinky nude. It's a little too pink to look like I'm not wearing a lipstick, but it's perfect for wanting a light pinky nude. This next one might be my favorite. It's called Teddy Bear, and it's a brownie, it's like a dark nude. It's a brownie nude, which is kind of how I classify nudes. There's like pink, peach, nude. Like true nude is like some brown in it. This definitely has it. And I don't know why. I just am really loving this one. So I've only had them for a couple days, but I've been wearing that one the most, I think. I also got one called Rose Femme, which is a beautiful rosy pink, like mauve-y kind of color. It's kind of a medium depth. This may actually finally be a dupe for that very first lipstick that I wore all the time and could never find a dupe for. 20 years later, I may have found a dupe for it, but we'll never know because I don't have that one anymore. But that's just a really pretty pinky mauve. You'll see them in the swatch. I'm so excited. And then this one's called Plumrose, and it's actually like a darker version of the Pretty Natural one, where it's like, it's a hot pink, but it's a wearable, I shouldn't say hot pink, but bright pink. So a more wearable color than you might think. And I can't wait for you to see the swatch video for it. I also got 3 more in the matte line. I wanted to find a matte one that I liked. The Matte Innocence one that I got in the haul, I don't know if it's a little older or what, but the formula is just a little more streaky. And I got 3 more in the matte line. So I got the very next deepest shade. It's called Matte Naked. This is a true nude for me. It's a brownie nude that's light enough that it's almost my exact lip color. Obviously, I'm not wearing it right now. And the formula is better. Same with this one called Matte Beauty. I almost didn't buy this one, but I could afford like 1 more on sale. I'm so glad I got it. The formula's great. It's not streaky. It's just a very interesting color. I'm going to swatch it. It could be a nude. It could be kind of like an orange. Could you see that in it? It's kind of one of those mystery colors, and I think it's going to change depending on what you're wearing and what the rest of your makeup looks like. So, very glad I got it. It's interesting. I might have a Wet n Wild dupe for it called Java, but I haven't swatched these against other lipsticks yet, just against each other. And then the last one is what I'm wearing today. It's called Matte Glam, and it is a warm purple. It's interesting though. I have like over 50 purple lipsticks, and this one is one of the most wearable. I think Milani's just really nailing it as far as color subtleties. Like, it's not just like wham bam purple, which they might have in that bold line. This one's just a lot more wearable, and I don't know if you agree or not. It's probably a little faded at this point, but it wears well. I'm gonna have to get a little better at applying it because it is very bright, so if I go a little out of the lines, it's very obvious. But yeah, I mean, I like this color a lot, not just because it's purple, but because it's a wearable purple. I've said it a bunch of times already. Yeah, I might have a Milani lipstick obsession. No, where'd you go? Addiction? Obsession? All of the words. I'm in love with them. I dropped one. I want to get more. Sorry guy on the floor, but I don't regret buying any of these. And honestly, I want a few more. There were 2 that were out of stock on the website. I don't know if that means they're discontinued, but I'm going to keep searching. I'm going to go to some different drugstores where I saw some of these, because I know one of them I want is at the Rite Aid, I believe. So, total win. And I think I'm going to set these up in an organizer that I bought. I found these 2 organizers for cheap. They're like acrylic, and they have some lipstick areas, some other areas that you can put whatever you want in there. There's one more product though. I got one of the Fruit Fetish lip oils. I'm calling it a gloss, but I want to eat this. It is so yummy. It's the raspberry peach flavor. I can kind of smell like some raspberry. Yeah, it's very, very sweet, but when you put it on and you do your very first like, mwah, oh my god, it is like the yummiest candy, like cotton candy, sugar candy, like just, I want to eat it. And did you see how much shine that gave my matte lipstick? These go really well together. It does pick up a little bit of the pigment, but because it's tinted, kind of don't notice. I don't know if I said right what I'm trying to get across, but I want the whole line now. I want to smell them all. I want to taste them all. You know, you just get that little taste in your mouth when you first put it on, and I'm just like, oh my god, can we just do this all day, please? So I've been carrying this one around. It doesn't give much pigment. I know it's that pinkish reddish color, but it's just maybe a very pale pink. I have some financial relief coming my way. I hope it's a complete life changer if I get this new job. Again, I don't know when I'm posting this. Well, this should be soon because it's a September haul, but oh my gosh, I want to try all of these. And I don't think there's anywhere that swatches Milani stuff where I could smell them all and just make sure that I was okay with them all. But oh my gosh, life changer. And this line of Milani lipsticks, I'm way late to the game. Some of the swatch videos I've watched are like 6 and 7 years old, and a lot of the colors aren't even in production anymore. They may have even been called something slightly different when they first came out, but I want to know what all the numbers are and all of the different shade names, even if they're not around anymore, just to kind of have an idea of the complete set. So that's my September haul in Empties. Tons and tons and tons of lipsticks. I got rid of 6 and I brought in at least 10 more. But I made some room, kinda. I just bought more room. I love lipstick. I really love lipstick. I know a lot of people do. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video. We've got lots of other hauls, some of them live. We're trying to do them once a month, just kind of for fun. I'm trying to throw Empties in there just for fun as well. So, go check out some of our other videos. We also have a Project Pan playlist. Tons of swatches. We come out with Artistic Tuesday videos, and then Surprise Sundays could be makeup, artistic stuff, or animals, which is what FlyOn is all about, art and animals. So it could be either one. So go ahead and subscribe, tune into what you're interested in. We hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, where do I start? Am I even in the center? Like, what is happening? I could move, but I'm like, I keep doing this a lot. I don't know why. Why did I even bring that up? Oh, the stupid ice cream truck. I didn't know some of their... Go ahead through, honey, I'm recording. No, not through here, I'm recording. I dropped more. They have even been called something. What did I just say? Alright, I hope that worked, because then I get to put them all in the frickin' thing. Alright.